Hi, I'm Honey Dip C, and I'm doing an exclusive interview with Sex Workers 101.
She said the dick go crazy. Hey, but do you love me, baby? She said she wanna have a nigga baby. Hey, but do you love me, baby? She said the West's on fire. Okay, we got Honey Dip C in the building. Looking fly. I'm really feeling that hoodie. That's pretty fucking dope. I didn't have no costume, so I'm sad about that. But how are you feeling today?
I'm fantastic. It's Halloween, and I love All Hallows Eve. Today is my shit. It's the one day a year when everyone else is wearing a costume. Like, I'm always wearing one because I dress up on a day-to-day basis because I'm fabulous. But now everyone else is doing it too, so yeah, I'm in a great mood.
I was so stuck when you said when everybody else wears one. I was like, does that mean she wears one outside of Halloween? But that's pretty dope.
I do cosplay.
I have seen some of your cosplay and it's super dope. Honestly, those are some of the best videos. I think the creativity that goes into like cosplay videos are super dope. Are you like deep into like anime or like anything like that?
I'm really into anime. It's actually one of the only things I watch other than like spooky occultic stuff on TV. I read mangas, I collect the figurines, I play the games on my Nintendo Switch.
What's your top three then?
Okay, it's My Hero Academia is my #1 anime show right now. Second to that right now is like Naruto, but I haven't finished it, and I really like Naruto, but I hate saying that because I feel like it sounds so like on brand or whatever. But that shit's dope. The Nine-Tailed Fox is fire.
Yeah, true.
I don't know what my number 3 is. It's constantly switching. Nope, I lied. It's Uranto's Club. It's super cute.
Nope, I know.
And then like my #1 anime movie is Spirited Away. I have a full sleeve of it. I have several pillows.
That's what that was? I was trying to figure that tattoo out. That's pretty fucking dope. I really love Seven Deadly Sins. I've always been a Naruto fan. I'm never gonna stop being a Naruto fan. And like Dragon Ball Z, that's like brand too, but like, I don't know, I feel like the storylines have always been pretty good, and that's why I like anime, because the storylines are dope, so that's good to know. Any anime fans watch this, you'll know now.
But also, I don't like Dragon Ball Z. Don't like me in that. Well, don't lump me in with that, okay? I don't like Dragon Ball Z. I don't have anything against it, but it's a showmanship. I don't want y'all to think that like I'm ready to dive into it with you guys. I'm not gonna sit here and think of all the different sagas. We're not doing that. Alright? Don't send me fucking Dragon Ball Z balls. Don't do that. Alright? I don't like that.
Oh, I don't know if you've seen it. It went viral. This dude had like painted his stuff. I think he was a sex worker. Like the Dragon Balls, it was crazy. I was like, whoa, that's creative. But I never would have thought of that.
He was gonna go Super Saiyan.
Right? I was like, how does that work? Okay, that's different. But it was creative, so I'll give him some points for that. Okay, how did you get into sex work?
I started sex work almost 10 years ago. I started off as a dom, actually. I was at school. I was going to Morgan. My parents were sending me bread, but it wasn't enough. And I was like, I have really expensive taste and I want to get high. So, like, I started going on, like, different websites. And I became a dominatrix. And I just started beating ass. It's just the stuff. And, like, that was it for me. Like, and I don't want to put it like that simply because that's not what it is. But like when I got into it, I thought that's what it was. So I initially went in like really naively and like thought that's what it was. And it took me through a sex work journey. And like, I was like, okay, I'm doing this. Oh, I want to get on Tumblr and no one's going to really care because I'm just going to be another Tumblr girl. I'm going to post my videos. And then one day my shit went from like 100 followers to like 7,000 in a week. And I was like, oh, you guys like me? Okay. And then eventually someone was like, why don't you sell it? I was like, people want this and they'll give me their money? You fucking with me. You fucking with me.
Honestly, Tumblr was the shit for a long time. Like I was telling somebody in another interview, Tumblr was like more private. Like you could be on Tumblr and your little fantasies be more like secretive. Whereas Twitter, like, it's like
it's out there.
in everybody's face. Like,
everybody knows. But that's pretty dope. I haven't heard anybody say they started off like that, so that's pretty cool. Or do you still do Dom stuff now?
I started to get back into it. I took a break from it because, like, I had a whole lot of other stuff going on, and I started working a regular job and moving back home. It was just too much for me to keep it up. But I've started to recently get back into it in the last, like, year or two. I've always been in the lifestyle. Like, I still go to lifestyle parties. I still, like, actively participate in lifestyle conversations. I play, but, like, as doing Dom stuff professionally is just now re-entering it because I don't want to hurt anybody. I want to make sure that I'm doing this professionally, correctly, and in a healthy manner.
That's pretty cool. Honestly, I never really like learned too much about the Dom stuff. I've seen certain stuff that intrigued me, and I always was like, I want to get like more knowledge on the subject before I like dive in, or you know what I'm saying, ask questions about it, because I would hate to be that one person to be like, isn't that this? And people just be like, who is this guy? Get your man. That's pretty dope. If you could tell somebody that was just starting off, like give them advice or tell them a route to take, what would you tell them?
This isn't for the faint of heart, so if you're gonna get your feelings hurt, you probably shouldn't participate. If you're gonna do it, don't half-ass it. Like, invest in it the same way you would in anything else. If you got a job working in an office, you would start buying yourself suits. You'd get a briefcase. You'd build your portfolio. Do the exact same thing in this line of work and respect it for what it is. Don't be like, okay, I got this Android from 2011. We're going to turn it on and put a light bulb in front of it and get some shit hot. It's going to be the buttery hotness.
Not the buttery hot. Ooh. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do jump in and they may see like people or creators post like pictures of their OnlyFans or what they made from this site and this site, but they don't realize the work you have to put into it. Like, if you want to be a rapper, you gotta pay for studio time. Like, you gotta pay for these things. So I think they just have to realize this is a business and you are a brand. So you gotta take care of your brand and really protect your brand and put your brand out there the right way. So that's pretty dope. If there was something you could tell your past self, like yourself right now, what would you tell yourself from 10 years ago when you first started?
I wouldn't say anything to her. I would walk up to her and just start whooping her ass. I'm not saying shit to her. It's gonna be on like Kim Possible and Shigo. I am fucking me up. Like, I'm gonna give myself a big hug afterwards and be like, it's okay, and it's not your fault you had to get fucked up like this. And maybe one day you'll figure out why you had to get fucked up like this, but you know, stop fucking up. And I you know.
I don't know if I would my own self's ass. I'd probably, you know what, give a stern talking to. I can't say something.
No, she didn't need, like, I'm 27 now, right? 15 to 17-year-old honey did not need someone to talk to her. She needs someone to get in her ass, because nobody was checking me. Like, people were checking me because it's like you have your parents and everything, but like at the same time I had like a lot of freedom and space to like do shit that I had no business doing. And there was no one to check me for like me being not precautious or me like taking some of the risks that I took. I could have like really got fucked up. And I deserve to get my ass. Like, sometimes you like as a kid you deserve to get your ass whooped. And there's a lot of ass whoopings that like I skidded away from that I deserve. So I would go through and like whip my past self's ass and then be like, this is why. Like, what makes you think that this is a good idea? Like, we're about to get into a whole emotional puddle that doesn't have to exist in our nice little dry desert of happiness, and you about to start fucking shit up for what?
Right. You can avoid all this negativity and just sadness and shittiness if you just
listen. Like, I
open your ears, close your mouth. You got this.
You can handle it. You have all the tools at your disposal. The world is at your feet. Stop playing the floor is lava. Like.
Right. That's hella funny. Okay, I've been asking a lot of people this because I've seen like a lot of people talk about this on Twitter and just different sites. How do you feel about celebrities using OnlyFans to like make money and promote themselves?
I mean, they was gonna get a bag one way or another. It was only a matter of time, honestly. Like, I was just waiting to see when it was gonna happen. I wasn't surprised. I was like, okay, this was bound to happen. Like, they're going to see the money that's being made by regular people, and they're going to be like, oh, wow, look what I can triple just by being me. Of course they're going to go get after that money. Like, what? They would be stupid not to have. Like, is it the right thing to do? No. Because I feel like they had a whole bunch of other ways to, like, you're already getting money all these other ways. And a lot of people that start OnlyFans, it is a known thing that, like, they started from a basis. Like, they don't have the same tools at their disposal that you do when you're taking, like, yeah, you're supposed to take advantage, but, like, you got, you're like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. And you, like, are now flooding and oversaturating the market, and it's like, okay, now other people are trying to do what you're doing, and the creativity is leaving the work. That's why a lot of people went from doing traditional quote-unquote porn to being content creators, because they wanted to create content, art. They wanted to put themselves back into the work and take the high-end, like, bullshit, corporate, what it's supposed to look like out of it and put themselves back into it. It's going to become a cycle again, and it's going to start all over, and they're going to have to find another way to outsource this creativity or whatever the fuck. And it doesn't have to be, but whatever. Get your bread.
Get your bread. They quickly do. Yeah, I can say I partially agree. I just feel like them doing that takes, like you said, it takes away from the creators. It takes away from people trying to get that bag, because they create, what is the word I'm trying to use, a stigma, or like a, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like they create this thought for people to be like, dang, like I subscribed to Ruby Rose and she was folding clothes, putting on whatever, like, and now like I wouldn't subscribe to her, because what if she does the same thing? Whereas Ruby Rose didn't need that bag. You may need that bag, and you're like, dang, people not subscribing, I'm losing subscribers because they worried about this happening if they do subscribe. So I just think that.
But I also feel like people go in with thinking, you know, OnlyFans is automatically for porn. There's people that have OnlyFans that don't do that. So you going in and making that assumption is on you. Like, you made this choice. Some people are just genuinely obsessed with these celebrities, and they're like, I would pay to watch you brush your teeth and watch the spittle get wiped off your chin. Like, that's some people's shit. Don't shit on them because that's what they want to do. You made the assumption that because you saw a sticker over someone in a bathing suit that they was gonna be nude. What makes you think for their brand that would work? Like, let's use our brains here, people. Let's break it down and stop, you know, just jumping in there. It's your own fault.
That's actually a really intelligent answer. Why did you assume that it would be something? You're gonna leave that up to them. Okay, I know this, but I want you to tell them, where are you originally from?
I'm from Maryland.
Okay, that just makes me think of that Mo Meezy Yo thing. That's replaying in my mind.
I'm a Meezy.
A Meezy.
I'm a Meezy.
She's a Meezy. Yeah. I'm still gonna have to ask her what a Meezy is after this video is over. If you guys know, that's perfect, because I don't. That's super funny. Are you from like a specific part of Maryland, or is it like a?
I would say it, but it's such a like small area that like you could like.
Nobody would know.
No, like not one no one would know, and the people that would know would like be able to find me, and I'm really good on living. Let's just say I live in Maryland in the woods, and I live in the woods. My school was across the street from an active tobacco field. My neighbors have horses on any given day in the springtime. You can watch them walk their horses up and down my streets. The other neighbors have wild blackberry bushes and cherry bushes and apple bushes, and there's little fishing ponds all over the place. It's mad cute. There's a little beach really close to it, and they get live crabs from it. You can watch like from your little house, then pull the crabs up, walk it across the street to the crab house, and go get them.
Okay, that's pretty dope, actually. Sounds really relaxing, actually. You did say you were in school. How is it doing sex work and being a student at the same time?
I haven't started grad school yet. I just graduated with my undergrad degree in PR. I'll start grad school beginning of December. COVID sort of fucked school up for me. Like, I was really, really excited because I was ready like to go back on campus. I'm like an in-person learner. Like, we're gonna talk. Like, I need to have a conversation to absorb it. And like over a screen, I'm gonna buy shoes.
Right, my focus is so many other places.
I'm gonna, the little thing's gonna pop up at the screen and it's gonna be like, sale. And I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna look.
Has anybody ever recognized you at school?
Oh, all the time. People recognize me in public. I had someone like stop me going to a Marshall's one day and he was like, honey, honey dipped, and I was like, that's not me. And I kept walking in, and then I walked back out, and he was like, this is you. And he pulled up my Snapchat, and I'm wearing the same outfit. And he was like, it is you. I was like, look, I have a twin.
Oh, the cry. What? No,
it's not me.
me.
I've had someone take a picture of me when I was with my mom out at the movies one time, and then send it to me. I was like, this was you? How was the movie? And I was like...
Oh, yeah.
I've had people go to school with me and then like wait till school was over to be like, hey, I saw you on campus. And they'd be like, okay.
And
well, I'll never
say
see
hi and just keep it pushing.
It could have not been weird, but...
That's super weird.
People are really weird, so I'd be like, hey, fuck it. I'm really weird too. Like, I hiss at people. Like, if you come up at me and like, I'm uncomfortable, I'm gonna hiss at you. And
what
you're
does that sound like?
I'm gonna hiss at you and you're gonna leave me alone. Because all of a sudden, like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Exactly, what the fuck is wrong with you for coming up to me?
Right,
like, you wanted this energy, I'm gonna give it back to you. Alright? We're both being creeps now.
Okay. That was pretty cool. You gotta teach me how to hiss, because I need to start hissing at people. Maybe just walking up, I'll be like, I don't know this person. I need security. That's what it is. Someone give me some security, y'all. What do you like to do outside of sex work?
I'm really boring.
Not really boring.
Really. I play Sims. That's my shit. I like Sims. I read mangas. I read graphic novels. I really love graphic novels. I'm into spiritualism, so I spend a lot of time studying that and meditating and learning more about myself in that type of frame. I watch a lot of anime and a lot of movies. I hang out with Dallas. I'm not like in my free time. I hang out with Dallas. Like, I'd love to be like, oh, I have a hobby, but no, I'm in my free time. I hang out with Dallas. And we're together.
That's your hobby.
That's my hobby. Her life is my hobby, so, you know, that's what we're doing for fun. We just be together.
That's actually cool. Dallas is cool as shit, so that sounds like a hobby in itself.
Yeah, I don't do too much. There's too much going on. I just want to enjoy the spaces I'm in. Like, I'll go to museums if I know, like, it's a weekday and it's not going to be, like, a lot of shit.
That's how I am. Not a lot of people where I can really enjoy what I'm doing, some shit like that. I like going, like, art stuff and museums and stuff, or aquariums, so.
Stuff like that, art exhibits, stuff like that. I think it's cool to, like, just be in the world. Like, the only time I'll go out in public if I know I don't have to be there for a super long time. Like, I'll go and watch. And it's like, ooh, look at the people human. And then...
look at the people human.
And then I just did.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So, I do see that you travel a lot. What is the best, funnest place you didn't travel to so far?
Italy.
Italy? Tell me about that. Story time.
Venice, Italy. It was amazing. So I went to Italy for one of my best friend's birthdays, and it was a ball. We ended up going to Venice, but we went at the very beginning of Corona, so we thought we were going to get stuck in another country because they were like shutting down the borders.
I would have cried.
I wouldn't have. I don't. Fuck it. Like, let's see what's going to happen. Worst case scenario, you now live in Italy.
Right, like now I'm thinking about it like, damn, I live in Italy.
And what was wild is that, like, when I was in Venice, I met this girl from Boston, and she was like, yeah, I found an art school out here that I fell in love with, and I stayed there for a year and a half, and I moved from Boston to here. I don't speak any Italian, and I'm just here.
I'm just here.
And I'm learning everything.
You gotta be there.
That shit was so cool. We got to go on, because everything was shut down, we were still going on tours, but, like, we went on 2 or 3 personal tours. So, like, we got to see parts of Venice that no one else had gotten to see. We had a personal chef for, like, a lunch one day. We went on gondola rides. We got to travel around the whole little island. We ate so much different food.
That sounds super lit. What? Now I'm finna go.
It was lit. It was great. For me, like, traveling within the States is fun. Then, like, that's sometimes a break once in a while, but for the most part, it's for work. Like, if I'm going somewhere, it's with a purpose, because if not, I'd rather be in my own space. I love Maryland. I love DC. I love where I'm at, where my people's at, like, where I be at. So if I don't have to like go outside of it like unnecessarily or just over and over again, I'm not going to. But like going out of the country, that's vacation. Like you know you're going someplace where like no one that you know can get to you. That's a real vacation. Like even if they wanted to, they can't. Half the time when I leave the country, my fucking phone be breaking and shit. They can't even contact me. That's a vacation. Like you have to leave me the fuck alone. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, if you can completely like distance yourself from everybody that you know, that's a vacation. Like, and just separate yourself because you can be in Texas and not know nobody, but as soon as somebody you know call you, oh my God, that just changes your mood. Like, I left you at home, leave me alone. I go through that all the time, so I definitely understand that. Now I want to go to Venice.
We should go. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's
Not now, obviously.
No.
They won't let us in. Right now.
They might.
No, they have a
not
ban
be
on.
able to come back.
No, they have a ban on Americans. So
Oh,
is Canada. They are not
crazy.
letting Americans
I
into
blame-
their borders. They are
I
not
blame
fucking
Donald
with the
Trump.
kids.
At the end of the day, sounds like it was his fault. Just put that out there. I hope you guys can hear me. We're gonna blame Donald Trump because we can't go to Venice right now. That sucks. How is it dating while doing this type of work?
I have a boyfriend. I'm currently in a relationship. Dating is different for me in general. Like, I have a boyfriend, but I'm also poly. So I don't believe in monogamy as a thing that would work for me. So it's not like a everyday people thing. And I'm in the lifestyle, so I don't really date people that are vanilla. So, or like not willing to be at least open to like learning. It's not really a thing. So dating in general is already like a slim line because people be boring. People's real boring. They're real judgmental. I'm one of those people that like I'm pansexual. I don't give a fuck. You know what's between your legs. It's what's in your soul. So like if my soul touches your soul, regardless what body it's attached to, because these are all just husk of skin that are holding us for this lifetime until the next one. So like if my soul touches yours and they match, that's what it is. We're supposed to be, and we will.
That's crazy. That's probably the best explanation I've ever got on that answer. Like, I feel like most people, the way they think about dating and partners and relationships, like, is so backwards. Like, and that's what keeps them from finding partners or a partner that they can really connect with, because they think about it in such a box that you conform to that box, like, and your soulmate might not be in that box that you stuck in. So it's like, I don't know, but that's pretty dope. Whoa.
I feel like a lot of people always put like these weird standards on relations, like it has to be this if it's this. Like if this
Right.
title is attached to it, then it has to be like this. And it's not like a thing.
But it doesn't have to be any of that
It
shit.
doesn't have to be a
day.
thing. Like nothing has to be a anything.
Right. It doesn't, just create it. Just create whatever you want it to be for you. Just make it yourself.
Color your own picture. We don't have lines.
We don't have lines. What? Okay. So, I'm going to tell you mine after I ask you this question, but I want to know, what is your favorite feature of yours?
My eyes.
Eyes. Why do you like your eyes so much? I was just going to say, you might have to take your glass so they can see your eyes for a second. Ooh, you're a goof troop. I love it. Why your eyes though?
Because they speak volumes.
You be looking into people's souls, I can tell you.
I'm a succubus.
What does that mean?
A succubus is an entity that interacts and takes pieces or takes the souls of people it interacts with sexually. I'm a soul sucker.
Whoa.
Like it doesn't just say that shit in my name because it's like cute. I've had people like run out of their shoes before, trying to like get away. Like I've had people.
Run out their shoes.
I've had people like I've had people like stalk me after not even like a sexual, just like an intimate encounter, because like I take pieces of people's souls when I do, you know.
Crazy.
That's why my skin is so nice. Not actually wearing any makeup, like.
Have you seen that show? The lady, I don't know what the name of the show is, but the lady, she's black too, and I love it. And like she like takes people's souls by having sex with them, and she like swallows them through her vagina.
That sounds really epic, and if you can figure out the name of it, I definitely want to participate in it.
Somebody told me during an interview, and I didn't record that. We were just talking off camera, but I ended up going to go watch an episode, and I was like, it's like the people are like gods or something, and this black god, that's how she stays young and stays beautiful. It was crazy because you said that about your skin. You said you're a succubus. I was like, this sounds like that character. I'm gonna find it out. I'm gonna send it to you because you'll probably love it. It's real. It's not even an anime. It's like some real life stuff, but it's like it's.
I mean, it sounds mystical, so I'm with like mystical type of stuff. Occult. I'm here for the cult stuff.
I'm here for that. I like that energy. Okay, my favorite is the legs and the smile. I don't know what it is. I was watching this video that you had, and it was like, I don't know if like you were like, he had just like ejaculated or whatever, and you were smiling, and I was just like, this is it. She's amazing. And that was the thing for me. Like, I don't know what it was about that video. Like, I replay that in my head, and I was like, that's the video for me. That was when I knew I loved her. Like, that was it. I couldn't tell you what video that is. It's probably saved. We ain't gonna get into that. I can't let them know my personal stash of stuff. Okay. What is your favorite sexual position?
Missionary. It hits different, especially like when it's with someone that like you really care about, because then they're like looking you right in your face.
In your soul, it's like.
And it's like look away, and it's like no, don't look away.
Don't look away. Look at me. Look at you.
And then it's like you can't run in that position. Like if you're getting hit from the back, you can always like flat back. It's fine. It's cool. You can always turtle death it and just like fall. Like it'd be fine. But like when you're in that position, like scooting isn't a thing because that person's full weight is on you. So you're just there, taking it.
The intimacy in that position is like another level. Like that's when sex is the next level. You looking somebody dead in their eyes, like as you doing what you doing, is like, oh yeah, this is it. Like every other sexual position, I feel like you said, people can either run or they can like adjust. And like if you sexually like adjusting, that means it's either like uncomfortable or like you're not really into it, or
well, it might.
Quiet on the set.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that either, because like I've been in a sexual position before and it wasn't uncomfortable, but like I wasn't mentally there with that person intimately. So like the position was really intimate to a point that wasn't there for me. So it wasn't like physically uncomfortable. It was like I'm not where you are, and now you're like right here in this position that feels really emotional to me, and I'm not in the state, so it feels fake.
I never thought of it like that. That's actually pretty dope. I'm gonna think about that next time. Yeah. Side note. What would be your ideal sexual encounter with somebody? It's a good troop.
I don't know if I have one. Like I have a fantasy. Like everyone
Let's
has
hear
one.
it. I want to hear this.
No, my fantasy is actually really wild. My fantasy is sort of OC. It involves a bunch of like Latin rough gang members and a garage and like me being changed to a ceiling, and it's a whole thing. Yeah, I know. Like it's a whole thing. So like we don't have to get into it. I got some stuff.
I think they know enough. They can just imagine.
Yeah.
I'm over here thinking of every possible storyline that could go behind that. Like, how did you get there?
You're just walking down the street minding your business, and you're wearing something really cute, like a little skirt, and like combat boots maybe, cute crop top that's like ties around, little leather jacket that like, anyway, I'm not. But it's the thing. I enjoy like group sex. I enjoy orgies. I enjoy gangbangs. I really enjoy gangbangs because like in a gangbang, you're the superstar. Like you're the most important member of the team. You're the captain. You are front and center on the stage. You're Beyonce. You are Beyonce in a gangbang. Like, okay? Like,
I hate it here.
So I really enjoy like encounters where I can be like the main entity. It's really important that that be a part of it.
Okay. When
Those are
you're
all, like, top
watching
tiers.
porn, that just made me think this. When you're watching porn, what's your favorite thing to watch? Like, genre?
I like hentai tentacle porn.
Okay, explain that.
Hentai is anime porn. And tentacles is like when it's like a tentacle monster and it's like touching her all over and it's like violating all of her holes at once, multiple tentacles at a time.
I watched a video like that, and it was like these girls, it was like superheroes, and they went into like some cave.
I've seen that one!
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that one was pretty dope. Other than that, I haven't seen nothing like that, but that was pretty dope. I was like, whoever thought of this is the shit. Like, that was pretty dope.
That's top tier. It's hentai tentacle porn and then gay gangbang anal sex. Like all anal sex. Like taking turns on like one bottom. Like tossing him around type of thing.
Say that last one more time.
Gay gangbang. Only anal sex. Like they're not fucking his mouth. Like he has like a ball gag in his mouth. And it's like, and he's like usually like in a sub position, his hands tied, maybe like can't really move, and I'm like taking turns destroying his asshole. I like that.
She used the word destroying. I want you guys to know that. That's I don't know. That's that's crazy.
That's my cup of tea. Everyone likes a different flavor, you know.
Right.
Some people like chamomile.
Right. Stick to black tea. That's what I like. That's pretty dope. Well, let people know where they can find you, how they can follow you, your sites, links. We're going to drop them all at the bottom, so.
You can find me at, first and foremost, you can find me at Real Honey Dipped on Twitter. Honey Dip C is not my Twitter anymore.
It's a fake.
It's a fake. Held by a scammer. A charlatan.
It's a fraud. We don't like those.
It's a false.
It's not the real Honey Dipped.
They don't have certification labels. So,
we don't like it at all.
So you can find me at Real Honey Dipped on Twitter. My Instagram is still HoneyDipC. OnlyFans is onlyfans.com/HoneyDipC. My minivids is honeydippedcreampuff.com. No, .minivids.com. Because my full name is Honey Dipped Cream Puff. If anyone is ever like searching for me on like an obscure site, just type in my full name. It's like one big chunky thing. It just, that's what Tumblr let me pick when I first started, so that's what it is.
Okay, this is outside the interview, but it's still recording. Where did the cream puff part come from?
I love cream pies. You fill all my holes up. Make me into a little pastry.
And with that one, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you. We appreciate you coming doing this interview. You're fucking amazing.
Thank you.
I hope they love you as much as I do. And until next time, we out. It's a wrap.
You go crazy, hey, but do you love me, baby? She says she wanna have a nigga, baby, hey, but do you love me, baby? She said the West's on fire, hey, but do you love me, baby?